такие приборы, но мы вам про них не расскажем. Аквалангисты — это хорошо. Да! И взрослые знают, и дети. Мы радость творим на планете. Аквалангисты — это не игра. Когда мы выходим на берег, то девочки радостно встают, и мы начинаем рассказы про разные трудности моря. Но хватит, забыла сирена, и мы быстро прыгаем в воду. Мы жить не привыкли на суше, мы любим нырять и купаться. Аквалангисты — это хорошо. Да! И взрослые знают, и дети. Мы радость творим на планете. Аквалангисты — это не игра. Меня укусила акула, тебя укусила акула, ее укусила акула, да нас всех укусила акула. Аквалангисты — это не игра.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Один мой товарищ любил прыгнуть с вышки и в воздухе вертелся, как волчок. Теперь он в больнице, замучила одышка, не тем ударился, а в воду дурачок. Таких не берут в космонавты, таких не берут в космонавты, таких не берут в космонавты. Spaceman. Другой мой товарищ, любитель рыбалки, поймал большую рыбу на крючок. Теперь его возят на кресле-каталке, не тем ударился, а в воду дурачок.
And that's where you're wrong, because Lost Comic was not Penny Arcade, that was Control Alt Delete. Different genre, different beast altogether. But still in that same genre of the gamer comic. But anyway, good evening, afternoon, or whatever time of the day it is in your part of the world. And tonight, as promised, we are going to be playing Penny Arcade Adventures on the Rain-Slick Precipice of Darkness. Episode 1. Yes, the title is rather long, but I will assure you that this is a solid game altogether. Sanity damage to whom? There's no one here yet. Now let's see how the game... this one will be picked up. Yeah, looks like it will be picked up just fine. There it is. Just expanding it a little bit. Don't worry, this is gonna be a little bigger once we actually start the game. Now, I will warn you that I will have revoked my narrator privileges for that one, because the game already has a narrator. So this time, I'm actually going to be a player. You'll see what I mean in a second. I'll see you in a bit.
4 gods wait on the windowsill, where once 8 gods did war and will. And if the gods themselves may die, what does that say for you and I?
Don't worry, it was not a crash, just me underestimating the game's size. We're all good to go here. The sound can stand to be let's think about that. Graphics are high, resolution or resolution can be adjusted a little bit, maybe at some point. We're not going to be using hardware audio processing, but I think we are good to go on that. Let the noir atmosphere seep into your veins. Make yourself a black coffee. Find a hobo and uncover a deep, dark conspiracy instigated by cultists of the Ancient Ones. But before that, time to make a better me. I suppose that one will do. Fine, fine. You're free to make yourself a black tea for that one. There we go. Stylish enough. No gloves on. Oh, and as for the name, and but that we're good. Enjoy yet another intro cinematic right now.
The sun rises over your perfect life, in your perfect neighborhood, on this perfect morning, in the mostly perfect burg of New Arcadia. I say mostly perfect because from the edge of the city to its black heart, it pulses with evil. But we may be getting ahead of ourselves. I am here to guide you through this corrupted suburbia. While we surmount these challenges, do not dwell on my mysterious identity. It will only distract you from the task at hand. You're dwelling on it, aren't you? I urge you, do not. Your life and the lives of others may well depend upon it. Now then, forgive me. I'm afraid that I cannot concentrate with your lawn in such disarray. Please, pay me this small kindness. Take up yon rake and bring these grounds in line with civilization. I beg you.
Fine, fine. What are you, my mother? Making me do household chores around here? But fine, I will clean up this pile of leaves. If it's the last thing I'll do in this game.
Things are worse than I imagined. I thought we had all afternoon, at least. We're even going to go windsurf, weather permitting. There is no time to mourn, however. We must direct ourselves toward more useful endeavors. For example, that was a rather large robot. And it was being followed by 2 strange men. Let us chart the winding course of our destiny. What say you?
Alright, disembodied voice. Let's do this. Comrade, let us begin our dark work.
That's the spirit! Onward! Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of... I know this. Cry havoc, and then you do something to some kind of dog. Curse it. Well, we best be on our way. I'm sure it will come to me eventually.
Sure thing, narrator, sure thing. I just hope you won't remember what exactly we do to dogs around these parts. One man's garbage is another man's refuse, as they say. A hunk of steel is searing hot, spitting gouts of purple smoke. Not to be confused by another purple smoke dispenser that works at Phase Connect. But here's our first item box. And we get Siege Brand Armor Eater. Reduces the enemy's defense. Never store this bottle near your armor collection.
Take heed, pupil. These creatures are a recent phenomenon in New Arcadia. Their carnal appetite for fresh fruit drives them to tiny acts of vulgarity.
I do not read binary, so... Hello? The system that we'll be using for this game is quite similar to JRPGs that have popped up recently. Or rather have been popping recently. They killed FFM01? Well, excuse me. Now you peed fresh juice all over me, so no mercy for you either. And before you do any more damage, down you go. got 2 scrap out of it. Ideal for upgrading weapons.
Behold, a cat. It appears to be beckoning you thither. Simply click on this cat to communicate with it.
That is a rather peculiar cat. The cat appraises you and finds you wanting. Of course we're gonna pet the cat. You lavish affection upon the creature, paying special attention to both the chin and ear regions. Now let's purr gently a little bit. You purr gently. The cat approaches, rubbing its face on your calf. Kneeling to look at the worn collar, you can clearly make out the name T. Kemper. This cat is lazy, even by cat standards. Achievement unlocked, Stray Cat. New item, Torpor Brand Sloth Oil. Reduces speed. Made from real sloth. This viscous slime slows enemy movement. And Double Mild Weak Sauce. Reduces attack. This topping is so mediocre that it saps enemy strength. No, not that type of game. We're not Postal after all.
Hold! Those strange men again. We will make their acquaintance soon. Observe these bottles. Once they held wholesome milk, known to promote bone health. Now they keep a sinister secret. Let us discover this secret now.
In other words, when you see interactable objects like these, there is a very high chance that they will hold an enemy encounter. Like that. Let's see what our companion can do.
I must say that I expected more from our feline companion.
You and me both, narrator. And you did not get a chance. And yes, I unfortunately am not an EU citizen. Not yet, at least. One more. And you are out. More strike, and there we go. We also got us a bandage. These are, well, they're bandages. They will heal or revive one party member. All the robots have been cleaned out. It is empty. Speaking of, I wonder who lives in this house. Ah! I also forgot that this game has collectibles in it. And you find them by clicking on the most random objects that you can think of. Now that one should be a standard one, right? This mailbox makes you sad. It calls to mind the low, mournful song of the mailbox bird. New item, Tectonic Brand Strength Beverage. The strengthium powder suspended in Tectonic is said to enhance performance. Who remembers Tectonic, huh? Anyone used to dance that dance? Another one, and Dr. Hard's Liquid Armor. Dr. Hard's armor formula is guaranteed to reduce damage. And thanks for that. A letter within reads, "Oh my sweet Denji, how I long for you."
A truly complete diet always includes fresh, seasonal fruits. We should collect some from that nearby tree.
Narrator, if you are trying to get me killed, I will be disappointed.
Place your pointer over an object you'd like to acquire, and then click to obtain it.
Let's go for the low-hanging fruit, rather the one that's already so fresh it fell off. Fruit. This fruit is so juicy it strains at the skin. And as we've noted, this fruit is good enough to distract robots, as we'll see right now. Have fun. Oh yes, that one comes out much later, or I think even a little earlier in the promo DLC for episode 3. But until now, enjoy the funny robot committing acts of, well, you know what. Oh, stop that. I'm gonna slap you silly for that. Out of my sight, fornicators. There we go. Level up, we get +1 attack, +3 defense, and a new attack out of that. Grand Slam. Quick time event elements, ahoy! Press spacebar as the arrow passes over each target, hitting all 4 targets will inflict maximum damage and make enemies bleed for a short time.
You are progressing even faster than I thought possible. Will it be fast enough, I wonder? As you gain experience defeating enemies, your power grows. Already you have earned a potent new ability, and I have faith you'll soon have an opportunity to use it.
Now then. There we go. What's that jalopy? Must be the deluxe model. You can see separate tanks for gas and meringue. Or is it meringue? No idea. Oh, I hear more robots right around the corner. No earthly mechanic could bring this thing back to life. Yeah, understandable. Now we do have at least one more fruit to spare. And yes, I will give you your fruit. Here you go. Have fun. I can wait a little bit for that special attack to charge, so bear with me for a little while longer while they work their juicer. Yes, I did play that series before, or at least the first 2 episodes, way back in the day, practically when they first came out. So I do remember several things about it. Anyway, here you go. Partial damage, but that's enough for one hit kill. One more strike. The audio is overpowering me a bit. Maybe I should increase the gain on the mic a little bit more. We'll see if that helps. If not, we can turn down the game volume a little bit. Maybe a combination of both. Looks like it is working out. It's music volume, sound volume, and cutscene volume 2. Should be good enough now. It's another goddamn mailbox. You don't need to tell me twice. And now we should meet our duo. There is a receipt for over 300 gallons of industrial lubricant. I wonder what that person could use it for. Then again, I'd rather not. You do your things in the private of your home.
It is they! The fellows who ran after that hulking contraption. What knowledge have they gleaned from that Great Depression? No doubt created by its gigantic foot module. Perhaps we should ask them. Go on, don't be shy. They seem nice. Well, that one seems nice.
Alright, fine, jeez. I can say with certainty that this is not a Yeti print. Were you here? No, so you don't know. We saw what made this, we were chasing it. Seriously, do you remember? It was 5 minutes ago. You have always underestimated the Yeti threat. Hello? Gabriel, do you remember what your job is? Yeah? And what is that job? To punch devils? And do you see any devils? I don't know. Maybe. Do you? No. Then be quiet. Daddy's working. Hello? I'm talking. Here I am, talking. Oh, hello. Sorry, didn't see you there. Who are you guys? I'm Tycho Brahe, and this is John Gabriel, Startling Developments Detective Agency. Here's my card. You have cards? I was thinking about getting some. Do you guys see things like this a lot? Actually, for us, giant robots are fairly normal. Our specialties lie in tracking down tainted artifacts and thwarting ancient evil gods. Sometimes both. He's right, and in those cases we do offer a discount. You guys are following that thing? Actually, yeah. It's not an official case or anything, you might call it professional curiosity. Why? Because that thing basically smashed my fucking house. I thought we saw you back there. Was that your mouth agape with terror? Agape? It means open. You know what else means open? Open. That's great. I apologize. We have a unique working relationship. That robot wrecked my house. I want in. Well, if it's vengeance you crave, you're welcome to come along. We've got a spare room in the office should you need a robot-free place to rest your head. Come on, I think I know where to start looking. Tycho Erasmus Brahe, founder of the Startling Developments Detective Agency. Gabe, you coming? What? Oh yeah. Jonathan Gabriel. Everything was going great, that is, until he fought the devil. Now, new special attacks. First one for Gabe, unsporting contact. We mash spacebar and let the bar fill up as good as it gets. The earliest versions of this thing had a hitch for a team of horses on the front. Smart solution, very smart. M. Garvey is written in the mailbox. At least it's not P. Garvey. Otherwise, we'd need another settlement in need of help. Well, if the game insists to try out a team-up attack, let's do it. Overkill? Definitely. But that's what this is for. Overkills offer bonuses. Zero damage taken. Wonderful. Huh, and who said you're the one that's gonna be traumatized? Empty. You feel hollow inside. Another brain armor eater and another bandage. A letter reads, "Darling, try to write a happy book, perhaps one with a puppy. No, the puppy can't die." I think we found the house where Plainfag lives. But then again, I do not see his sister around, so maybe his ancestor. Oh, we're maxed out on bandages, good to know. H. Hoover is written on the mailbox. I think it's... No, it can't be. Don't get overkills on team-up attacks, though. Ah, that's what. That's why. That's the part I didn't remember before. Somewhat. I think he recently got into a short story contest. He gives it his best. I think it was like 3 stories tall. The garbage can is filled with human heads. I mean gourds. If you need gasoline, that is something we sell and you can buy it from us. Well, let's go say hello to these fine gentlemen. You are not making... anything out of their gasoline. That's a good crit. You, however, are not welcome here. This is a private party, and you're intruding on private property. Accidentally hit another one, but that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, that's good as well. Even the newcomers are late to the party. And there's our first mini-boss encounter. We might take some damage in here. Ooh, organ grinder, huh? And an inflicted speed down on us. Well, congratulations, you're getting your armor privileges stripped away. Be gone from my sight.
Our time together is almost at an end. Yog Bamoon. And to think, I had such plans. Plans that would have taken the fall once our windsurfing was concluded. There is no time. I send a mewling babe to battle steel devils on the rain-slick precipice of darkness. Well, I suppose it can't be helped. Let me leave you with this, at least. Your new friends have granted you a refuge in their supernatural agency. You may go there at any time by clicking the agency icon on your screen. From here, you may travel about the city, examine your inventory, and research the current case. You might start by selecting the map and visiting a young woman by the name of Anne Claire. Charming girl. And with that, I wish you luck, and faith, and time.
I don't really understand the logo. Which logo? Our company logo. I didn't get it. What's not to get? Here, I can break it down. Startling Developments, I mean, that's the name of the agency. Gotta have that on there. Why did they name it Startling Developments? Oh, I understand that part. That's because sometimes, you know, some shit happens and all of a sudden you're like, whoa! Yes, I might have worded it differently, but I believe you have captured the spirit. What's the meaning behind the symbol? I'm glad you asked. The gear symbolizes the irresponsible farce of the modern world. The eye represents the deep sight required to see through it. And the lightning bolt? The lightning bolt symbolizes being awesome. I've really been enriched by this whole thing. Fantastic. Then let us move on. Up from the ashes. Anne Claire's, Tycho's brilliant niece with a keen sense for science. But before we go there, let's grab any more items lying around here. Nothing, huh? Well, I see 3 item boxes with my name on them. What's the behind door number 2? Another bandage, and door number 3. Also nothing. Well, thanks for nothing, you bunch of chumps. This may be the best maintained pole in town. It's the police. Just that cool. This one looks broken into. The glove compartment is open and the gloves within strewn wildly about. Highly unfortunate, but carjackers are an ever-present threat to our society. The garbage can is filled to the brim with orange and banana peels. What a fruit gotta live in there. 1233 Desperation Street. Dear occupant, now is the best time to buy acres and acres of swamp. Do I look like an ogre to you? And there we go. We've got all of the parts we could from Desperation Street, so now let's go to Anne Claire's room.
Dear sweet Anne Claire, if only Mummy knew what you were up to so very late at night.
A poster of the diminutive Dr. Lars Krengel. Well, before we speak to you, thank you for that. Now then. Good niece, you give me hope for this wasted and feral generation. You look like the guy who hired the ogre. Well, excuse me. Didn't knew I was that wealthy. And uncle, do you still battle with the dark gods? On occasion. Your parents still see in the world, I take it? Yes, perpetually so. New Arcadia is a part of the world as well if they would remember to visit it. Ah, well, I have my studies and my tools and my hobbies, as it were. I see. I need not worry then. Anne Claire smiles. Uncle, is it not I who lurks in crypts? It is not I who lurks in crypts and such like. True, child. True enough. I have not had the pleasure. This is my darling niece, Anne Claire Forthwith. She has a fondness for machines, and they her. To the extent that machines feel fondness, I suppose. In any case, I sometimes bring her things she needs for her projects, and we may come to rely on her expertise. How do you do? This is quite a room. I'm pleased if you like it. It is a little cramped these days, but somehow I persevere. And look, I have recently hung a new poster of Dr. Lars Krengel, world-renowned roboticist. There is an extensive interview with him in this month's edition of Whirligig. I find him quite dreamy, in the modern parlance. You're Tycho's niece, but your last name isn't Brahe? It's complex. Her father doesn't especially like being my brother. The Brahe clan has a reputation for... insanity. We like evil tombs. I don't know how else to say it. He left home as soon as he was able and changed his name. He's done well for himself. We're tracking a giant robot. Seems like your kind of thing. My interest is piqued. Actually, there are several robots. My heart is aflutter. I thought you might be pleased. There is a large robot, the one that destroyed my house, and a number of smaller ones that look like it. They resemble one another? Strange. I've been collecting samples of the machines as we move about the city. I see. These machines are not whole then. Well, they were whole before we smashed them. Smashed them? They're mean. They walk around on two legs and try to, pierce things. Tycho coughs gently. Yeah, and the big one wrecked my house. I don't know if I mentioned that. Even the smallest remnant of these machines could prove vital. You should find as many as you can. With enough parts, I will know more. We may even be able to use the parts themselves. What should we be looking for now? Well, seismically speaking, the Hobo Alley district has been spiking off the graph. That might be consistent with a bipedal mechanoid. Perhaps you should start your search there? The game is afoot. And we got us a new area. Hobo Alley, a smelly haven for hobos and mischief. You think Hobo Alley is our best bet? Indeed, I'm certain of it. Return at once with any baubles. I'm sure we'll be back later. Indeed, I expect to see you often. Good hunting. And we will be coming back to Enclair fairly often. Why do you talk to her like that? Like what? Like, thou ever, who forth so wittily woo? I don't know, like some kind of asshole. I'm going for more of a weird college professor. Weird is definitely coming across. When speaking, one should use the largest words they know. It's true. Vindication. Do you see, Gabriel? I've been endorsed by an independent observer. Honestly, I'm not sure why I do it. It's almost like our secret language. Well, I can hardly understand it. I guess it's working then? It turns out your homeowner's insurance excludes damages caused by dark mechanical gods. As it does. They cover acts of God, but they never cover acts of devil or eldritch beings. This one should have our... There we go. Dossier. Well, first of all of our characters. John Gabriel. Believing that all famous people start out as orphans, Jonathan Gabriel left home at an early age. Learning to fight on the mean streets of New Arcadia, this path would ultimately take him to the top of the prize-fighting circuit. Everything was going great. That is until he fought the devil. It's kind of a long story, ask me later. His parents are still quite worried. Tycho. Upon graduating from New Arcadia's Old Academy with a doctorate in apocalyptics, Tycho Erasmus Brahe founded the Startling Developments Detective Agency. With its charter to tread without fear in the Whispering Dark, he and partner Jonathan Gabriel take on those cases too startling for their contemporaries. Yes, God is God, but then they always ask for particulars. This is a... Well, you know who this is. This is me. And you know me. Unless some of you are newcomers. Hey, I am trying to play games for a living. Or at least for a decently sized payout. Still getting there. Hopefully. Eventually. Now, for the party members... There we go. No NPCs found yet. Support characters, T. Kemper. And for the enemies, there we go. Fruit Effer, Mark 1. Something about this tiny robot's thrusting appeals maladroit. Same for Fruit Effer Mark 2. This little guy doesn't appear to be the standard model. High speed stat, easily blockable attacks, low HP stat. Now, off to the Hobo Alley we go. A lot more parts to be found there. But it will be worth it.
Hobo Alley is aptly named for... Well, I suppose you'll find out soon enough.
I forgot, what year did the Great Depression start? Was it, early 30s? Big Lou's Jalopatorium. Yeah, the harvest body. We can go with that description. Gauze. This is basically like a big bandage. It will heal or revive one party member. 1929, so yeah, we still have 7 years before that, as the game takes place in 1922. Now, you there, big fella. Oh, hello. Hey there. Hey. Kind of a rough part of town, huh? In some ways, but we're getting back on our feet. Goddamn wizards. Have you seen any huge robots around here? No, no huge robots, but... But what? Do you see any huge robots? Not right at the moment, no. What about these huge footprints? Oh, those. Uh-huh. Yeah, I heard they were put in a subway. Well, I'll bet the rent around here is pretty cheap. Oh, you looking? Yeah, the rent's right as rain, but it's the landlords you gotta look out for. Guy that runs the shithole up north, blonde fella. I'd probably stay away from that one. I really need to start looking for a place to live. Well, like I said, they probably got rooms at the shithole where you don't want them. Guy there takes his hair real serious. You gotta cover your eyes sometimes just from the gleaming. I guess I'll see you around. Maybe. First things first, however, I already see our first encounter. Knock knock. Open up the trunk. It's real. Mark IIs. Already those are Mark Is, I suppose. No, definitely Mark IIs. And no, you are not being fast on my watch. I am, however, gonna bash your head in while I can. Oof. Oh, there goes our first attack. Bunch of bastards. I will admit that I'm a little rusty, but that's why I'm started on normal and not hard. Just gonna get myself in shape a little bit, and after that we're good to go. Besides, gotta pay attention to what's happening on screen, because timing is the key to blocking their attacks and making a bad man go away. Always a shame when even with a block the damage does go through. Also there goes one particular achievement for not dying for the duration of the whole game. Ah well, there are other achievements to find. Plus 1 attack and 2 defense for me. Not too shabby. Yeah, trickle-down economics, precisely. The least delicious thing you've seen all day. Mediocre pies. They're just alright. Hats now! What is this, Team Fortress 2 after the hats update? Run nonconsensual.exe. Well, if you insist, buddy. Buddy, old pal. Combat will become more challenging now. There it is. Press the spacebar just before an enemy attack hits. Their health bar will flash. No, we're just gonna wait for our special attacks to charge up a little bit more, and then we can go for an all-together attack. At least with me and Gabe. Like so. And we got our fruit back. Very nice. Percival's paints can be applied to surfaces. You decide whether that's a good thing or bad. What the fuck? What the fuck was that guy? That was a mime? I'm pretty sure that was a mime. Yeah, that. It looked like he was checking out that puddle of goo. Yes, but why? Perhaps they simply love goo. Perhaps they are enthusiasts. Huh? Huh? Told you, funniest game of 2008. Yeah, okay, next topic. Let's take a closer look at that goop. Yes, let's. I don't want to touch that goop, but I guess we need to get some. As you approach the congealed fluid, an overwhelming odor of sulfur assails you. This is foul. This is like shit poop. Tycho covers his nose with a book. Let's just get it and get out of here. Tycho produces a sample vial and, holding up his breath, gathers up the thick darkness. This perverse moisture may hold the key to many mysteries. Jim's unguents. We mix them thick. Another bandage and smells like. Actually, I don't know what that smells like. Smut hut. Your hut for smut. Classy. With scrates on this weird crap, let's bring it back to the Wandernies. That joke just didn't gel. Well, I'm sure it will stick around. You return. What news? Moist news, child. Some strange sauce scraped from the slums. Could you take a look at this horrible slime? Anne Claire removes the stopper, shudders violently, then replaces it. Gross, right? Gross. I can't even smell anymore. I mean, my nose is dead. I think that stuff killed my nose. I shall set to work immediately. I will begin by opening a window. Your readings were correct. We saw the same gigantic footprints in Hobo Alley. I am pleased to hear it. I relish every opportunity to use my seismograph. Is your lab equipped to improve our weapons? Yes, among other things. However, we will need great heaps of parts from these tiny robots you mentioned. 2 arms. Let's see, 34 parts. That's not even enough for anything else. Well, I lie. That's just enough to tune up Gabe's attacks. We'll also need 50 parts to upgrade Tycho's Tommy gun and 42 parts to upgrade my rake. Gabe is currently lagging behind in terms of damage, so I suppose we can upgrade him. Gabe punches people all day with his bare knuckles. I'm worried about chafing. That's why I take time to moisturize. Far be it from me to interrupt your moisture regimen, Gabriel. That said, your blows could leave a greater impression. More damage. Really? Absolutely. Is this some kind of dream? Am I having a dream right now? You are not, sir. I simply need to measure the dorsal aspects of your flexed metacarpophalangeal joints. Okay. Brass knuckles. And Claire created these to augment Gabriel's already potent pugilistic powers. And the next upgrade will be 145 parts, so we are ways away on that one. What should we be doing now? Seeing something occurred to me earlier while I was working on a theorem. Something may have sheared off the robot's superstructure when it came into contact with your house. I think you mean home. When it came into contact with my home. Yes, I'm sorry. Your home. So, should I head back there and check it out? You should return there if you can bring yourself to do so. I'll continue my research here. We'll be back later. Good luck! And now we can go back to my place. At least for now. And then we'll hopefully be able to somehow stuff that big old bolt it left behind. Because look, we are now not the only occupants around here. Man, what is it? What is with all the goddamn mimes all lately? It's like a mime a minute. Maybe it's mime day? Tycho shrugs. But something tells me they are not gonna be friendly. See? They're already frowning at us. The mute freaks. I'm throwing a boulder at you. That's what I said. You want me to punch you over and over again? Okay, you're the boss. No. Rapiers do not fly around me, so good night. Alright, buddy, old pal. You're getting the full of it. And hopefully Bleed will be able to finish you off sooner rather than later. If not, I'll be happy to help. No, there are no hot mime girls in your area, unfortunately. Only weird French people. But we do get a new healing item. First aid kit. Think of this as an ultra super bandage. It will heal or revive all party members. Which is awesome. And over here, we're looking at our next boss encounter. This strangely garbed mime is not merely silent. He seems to radiate silence. Small hairs dance on the back of your neck. Whoa! Okay, who is that motherfucker? This isn't some kind of mime holiday. I take it back. We're witnessing some kind of ritual. Hey, that looks like a great evil ritual. Mind if I join in? And since we are having a lot of fun, mime, bo mime. Banana fana fo fime. Me, my, mo, my, mime. Mime? Wow, this guy doesn't fuck around. Truly, this mime is ready for prime time. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary, mime. Well, I liked it. Your mom's a bitch! Oh man, I thought that would get him for sure. Well, it's been fun. Or has it? Well, you did your best. You know? He's like some kind of pope for mimes. Like a silent pope. Good thing we're not Catholics around here. Or are we? Well, someone's getting all the lucky initiative rolls around here. Not for long. Well, buy me some time, kitty. And then we all gang up on that one. Oh, that's nice. Can you stop throwing boulders at me? Come at me like a man, with your fists raised high. And if not, I will be severely disappointed and I will reduce you to a bloody pulp. Like that. Say goodnight. And yes, indeed, that was overkill. First overkill of many, hopefully. Mrs. Dingleberry. That's gotta be a reference to something, but I don't know what exactly. Now, who lives here? From 90-pound weakling to 500-pound god of destruction in 30 days. Well, I suppose someone orders those supplements from Alex Jones. Am I going for 100% in this run? Yeah, most likely. I am a completionist when it comes to that game. Or at least I try to be. Because I remember there were points in Hobo Alley which I have missed and I haven't been able to find them. But maybe things will change. Hey, that's the third in a row. Partial block. Unfortunate. Still, when you get a counterattack, that's sweet. Alright. I think it's time for us to cash in a couple of overkills as well. Like that. Almost. Guess we're killing you the old-fashioned way. Or do we? Charles Atlas, huh? I almost didn't remember that guy. Which is funny because his name is a trope on TV tropes, at least called Charles Atlas Superpower, where you just get really, really swole and become a muscle wizard. OG bunker bullshit seller. Level up on Gabriel. Plus 1 attack, plus 3 defense, and almost there with Tycho. Almost. But we do get a new item. Invisible box. Mimes hate these fucking things. Yeah, the basis for Saxton Hale. Oh, never knew that particular detail. Is there a service that gets rid of mimes? Well, wear it, ma'am. Hopefully you get your checkbook ready. This year's model, you believe? Yeah, looks like one of them Fords. Ah, finally. Well, one of you is going into the box. Unfortunately, it's not a forever box. But you have fun in there. You won't. More or I'll punch your mouth till you shit your molars out. Time for another overkill? Just like that. You'll have to see it. And they still have the goal to block. Hope for that. You bleed out. And you are going to be got by Gabe. Hopefully. Thank you for not blocking. See you in the next life. Now you've spent enough time in the forever box, so out you go. There's level up on Tycho, and he's unlocked his special attack now. Plus 1 attack, plus 1 defense, plus 17 HP. And here's his double burst. This one is like a dancing game. DDR specifically, where you just press the correct buttons of the WSD keys. And that's what we came here for. That bolt. There's definitely something in there. Symbols seem to swim and dive beneath the surface of the steel. You hope it is some trick of the heat. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light? Giant bolt. Weird markings swim below the metal surface. Even this small part of that machine feels deeply malevolent. It feels like something is scrabbling inside it, like a swarm of starving mice. Man, just let's get the fuck out of here. Good idea, Gabe. I am in no particular mood to stick around with the Silent Pope. So, back to Enclair we go. This dense bed was made for you, huh? If you say so. Lightning juice. This illicit bathtub liquor has a strangely invigorating quality. Ah, the old energy drinks. Part meth, part apple juice. What news, uncle? This case is quickly moving beyond the realm of science. This bolt was nestled in the wreckage. I see. It feels... And the writing on it, these writhing symbols? This is precisely what I mean. It's first-wise. First what? First-wise is sort of the shorthand term. These symbols are in the Ur tongue, the very language of magic. Why it would be inscribed on a bolt is beyond me. It is pure anachronism. It has no place in the modern world. What were you able to determine from that weird goop we gave you? Its structure is constantly in flux, making it challenging to study, and there is a compound within it that I cannot define. Perhaps that compound is evil itself. Anne Claire sighs. Uncle, evil is not a matter of scientific inquiry. At least it's not toilet wine. Oh yeah. Well, I could use a glass of wine right now. Maybe later. Any place else we ought to try? Well, if our efforts in the Hobo Alley slums have been rewarded, perhaps we should press deeper. We might also examine the Pelican Bay boardwalk. It is home to performance in their ilk, and I am troubled by these mimes. Mimes? A place of fun and games. And fun. Wait, I figured something out. Lime rhymes with mime. It does, yes. Don't worry, it's not the craving just yet. I already had a bear before that. You think more answers might lie in those two districts? That is my hunch, yes. Do be watchful of mimes and other carnival folk. Until we meet again. Alright, let's move. And take this. And Claire hands you an ornate circle of brass inlaid with a finely lettered button marked ACF. I won't always be available, but, time permitting, I will endeavor to assist you whenever and wherever this button is pressed. But your studies? Won't a life of thrilling adventure impede them? Yes, I hope so. Anne Claire, Tycho Brahe's niece, is a mechanical genius. And you'll see that soon enough. Off to Pelican Bay we go, a wretched hive of fun and games.
Ah, the Pelican Bay Boardwalk. Fun, games, also murder and dark magic. Bring the kids.
Is that a giant gear leaning against the wall? Sure looks like it. I think I've lost. I can tell by your view, pal. This is either an ice cream cone or some delicious new snail. This can is home to a rich slurry of carnival food and vomit. Fun. As you approach, the waxen man in the booth appears to come to life. You, sir? That is to say, you, sir? Gabriel points to himself. Indeed, indeed. I singled you out at the first moment. I sensed it immediately. And what did you sense, exactly? Is it not clear? Is it not apparent? This man thirsts for values. He craves them, body and soul. He's right. Wow. Fate has brought us together, friend. It has linked our destinies. Who are you? I'm Curtis Swindle, reputable vendor. I'm the Pelican Bay gate attendant as well as the Pelican Bay gift shop owner. I also operate the ticket booth and concessions. Everything, really. I'm it. You should know that we at Pelican Bay accept the only form of currency worth anything around here. Robux? No, we accept only tokens. Boardwalk tokens. Obviously. Where am I supposed to get these tokens? Why, you get tokens the same way you can that anyone else does. The only way you can. By trying your hand at the thrilling games of skill, running even now behind this gate. Why does this district have its own money? Well, I suppose I have my own purposes for them, but in there, on the walk, everyone just gives them to her. No one moves without her say-so. When you say her, what do you... You'll find out soon enough. Let's see what you've got for sale. In the misbegotten hovel of the booth, you can see a soot-stained gear, that's a quest item, a tiny Ferris wheel, which seems to be in excellent condition, a side quest item, an ornate-looking horn, a secret quest item. How much for that massive gear back there? Oh, you like it, do you? It's an antique, an import. Yes, an imported antique from Expansia? Tycho furrows his brow. Things from there are very costly, I'm afraid. What's this gonna cost us? 1 token. What? Just 1? Yeah, I don't really like it. We need to get into the boardwalk. Oh, of course. Of course. I'll just need to see your tickets. I assume we purchased those from you. Why would you assume something like that? Well, there really are a lot of reasons. Like, for example, you're standing in a ticket booth. Sir! Sir, please lower your voice. But Sir! I, Curtis Swindle, also act as security on the boardwalk. We are licensed to sodomize unruly visitors. That's a threat you better comply with. I don't think I would like that. Well then, perhaps you'll mind your tone. Pelican Bay or the Bloody Boardwalk? I always wanted a Ferris wheel. Oh, have you now? Have you really? Well, you get a kind of elevator feeling in the base of your stomach. It's not for sale, and besides you couldn't afford it. You don't even want to know how much it is. How much is it? It's 1,000,000 tokens. Wait, I mean, it's 1,000,000,000. Is it 1,000,000 or is it 1,000,000,000? It's 1,000,000,000 billion! Billion. That's a lot. Not really. That's a weird-looking horn. What's a weird-looking horn going for these days? You like it, do you? Yes, we've had many people by to look at it. They gaze upon it. Can't take their eyes off it, you see? Is that so? Curtis doesn't seem entirely certain. It's a broken phonograph horn. It's actually missing the phonograph. That's one way of looking at it. I think that may be the only possible way to look at a broken phonograph horn. It's a challenging piece. I wouldn't expect just anyone to appreciate it. Just... how many tokens? Let's say 10,000 tokens. 10,000 even. Yeah, we'll get back to you on that. I'll be back, I'm sure, at some point. Intimidated by my selection, are you? It's understandable. But now we gotta go back to Hobo Alley and find some chums that are missing, or rather would like to part, with their tickets. At least I think so. Okay, you've changed your pose, so... You've got to help me! We do? Well, it would be nice. Help you with what now? I'm James Filth. I collect trash. That's great, James. It's good to have a hobby. I don't keep it. It's not for me. I'm a garbage man. Just listen to my goddamn story. Tell me your troubles, trashmonger. So I reached down lovingly, tenderly to pick up the morning's garbage and it bit me. The who? What? The trash itself, not some rodent or savage hobo. You heard right. Then it said my mom was a Well, it said something mean about my mom. Scandalous. Living garbage, okay. Talking garbage, that's fine. But rude garbage? Not on my watch. So, you'll help? Well, Gabe here thirsted for murder, and Val just had his house demolished, so I think there might be some aggression there. Sorry to hear about that. What neighborhood? And that was up on Desperation Street. Oh yeah? Good trash up there. The rise of the refuse. So, you want us to deal with your feral trash? What's in it for us? Oh, you'd be surprised what people throw away. I'll make sure you get your just reward. I guess trash is cool. You're taunting me, aren't you? What do you know about it? I think that he was trying to say is that trash is way awesome. Weren't you? Listen, I could take you on the road sometime, some cold morning, up to your navel in disgusting rinds. Maybe you'd see what I see. His eyes begin to glisten. Well, we got this off the wrong foot, so I'll just go take care of your side quest. I'll come back when I've got the district cleaned up. Well, Paul James has something special waiting for you. I always do right by them that help. And thank you for that. There it is, our first customer. Yep, it's always fun in games until someone loses an eye, and then it's just fun. Yeah, I can see why James didn't want to do this. However... No armoring up, you nasty piece of garbage. Goodbye. Nine trash cans left to go. Shoopity doopity whoopity doo. It's like one of those drinking songs. Nine root trash cans ready to go. 9 root trash cans ready to go. And so on and so forth. Oh, add a hobo to accompany this one. We'll need to look up its statistics a little later. Man, this is gonna fuck up my manicure. I know, Gabe, I know. Just bear with us on that one. Partial damage, but no overkill for that one, alas. And you knock it off. And get out of here. As expected, human enemies are weak versus firearms. Deal damage for food, huh? Let's try this again. Once more with feeling, as they say. Almost there. Almost. No, where was it? Yeah. I don't have the speed for that one yet, so I just slow you down, bring us to your level. Or rather, bring you to our level. There we go, that's the overkill I've been waiting for. And you just get a shoulder blade. And a bit of a raking. And I'm fairly certain you're not that good against, rather, what was it? Resistant to punches. Something tells me that. So let me just get you a little bit nice and down. You're not particularly resistant to those, but still, give it a moment. And I've got a surprise for you. Close your eyes and stick your tongue out. You'll like it. Another level up for me. 20 HP, 1 attack, 3 defense, and a bunch of strange meat. This meat really isn't grade A, if you get my meaning. Ah, skinny hobos are the ones resistant to punches. We'll look it up in a second. Enemies... There, fat hobos. I wonder what place he occupies in the hobo hierarchy. High HP and high attack stats. Low speed stat, weak versus firearms. And there's the mine. There's something to practice, to ritual about his odd movements. Anime trash. It seems angry, but then it's living garbage. It makes sense, in a way. High defense stat, attacks incur speed debuff. Weak versus special attacks, as you've probably noticed. And there's the Silent Pope. Supreme Hierophant of the cult of Yog Sethis. It's a bit of a spoiler, but still. Attacks incur damage debuff, high defense stat, weak versus punches. Now, where were we? Oh, discount harpies. In case anyone needs a nagging wife. Now let's peek into this kind man. A number of pots are rattling on the makeshift stove. The stench is that of boiled cat. Gerhard Cattle, at your service. Were you drawn to this stricken district, as I was? By the poverty? By the wretched lot of the feral hobo? Yeah, seriously, what is with these hobos? As you are no doubt aware, hoboism, or pachyhobosa, is a terrible hereditary disease. A disease with no known cure. Most men crack beneath its weight, succumbing to powerful rage. All victims feel an uncomfortable urge to wear moth-eaten flannel or go pick and strum on old guitars. Hobos, huh? They say there's no bow like hobo. Huh? Huh? You're only too right, friend. I would do anything for these foaming, violent men. Anything we can do to help, Gerhardt? Actually, yes, there is. A soup operation of this kind requires quite a lot of meat. You wouldn't happen to have a large supply of fresh marbled meat, would you? The meat of human kindness. About that, we do have some meat. Man, oh man, have we got some meat for you? Meat? What kind of meat? Oh, you know. I can vouch for its freshness. Okay. I really appreciate that you want to help, and this really is a lot of meat. A lot. I mean, wow. But I need sanctioned meat. Meat blessed by a bureaucracy. Meat I can trust. I need authorized meat. I'm sorry. Wait, can you hear something? Whoa, here comes the meat train, Gerhard. Again, friends, I'm sorry. I can't just accept any mysterious protein. I can only accept lawful, legitimate meats. I'm afraid I must insist. Fine, we'll find a bureaucrat to bless this meat. See you around, Gerhard. Keep the faith, etc. Farewell. Come back if you need anything. Anything at all. I need some way of masking a grim source of our meat from Gerhard. The knob to this pub's door spins in place. Must be an invitation-only establishment. Ooh, another robot encounter, I spy. You don't know if a hobo simply laid down here or if they came as a set. Well, best not to disturb it. Legitimate meats. Oh, 3 Mark IIs. At least we win an initiative, so here, have fun. Just need to charge up our defenses. And do something about yours. Hey, you knock it off. Also, have I inadvertently buffed that one? I certainly hope. I certainly hope I didn't, or he just overrode my debuff. That would be unpleasant. Looks like he did. Well, for that, we are killing you violently. Give it a moment. And we're also getting rid of you. There we go. You'll love to see it. No, really, you do. Let's get you softened up a little. Maybe Taika's attack will be enough to break on through. But if not, Gabe can soften you up a little more. Yeah, now that should be enough for an overkill. Down you go. And another 15 parts down. Some random box. Oh, and another object of interest. A giant wind-up key. The images are all of famous dogs. You didn't get your key. I fell in a hurry, fair and square. I'm not sure that constitutes legal ownership. Plus, we're gonna sell it, so... Thank you very much. Well, at least I can counterattack these ones. Ah, resistant to punches. That's the lean hobos. At least you're not resistant to counterattacks, huh? Hey, chummer. You know what? All together now. You've earned it, pal. You've earned that special honor. Now, if we are up to it... And we are up to it, of course. Especially after this little number. Ah, well. It was good. It was a good try. You ain't getting out of this one so easily, you know that? Of course you don't. But then again, you are already dead. Almost get you there. Out of my sight. What do you know? All hobos are weak to firearms. We've got enough meat for Gerhard, but I'm not sure he'll take it as is. If I recall correctly, the stamp is gotta be in the shithole. Giant winding key. You sense that this twisted key has been party to a campaign of evil. Or maybe it's somewhere else. My memory is a bit hazy on that one. But hey, there's more garbage to kill. Oh, and robots too. At least robots can be summoned. I'm seriously starting to fantasize about that awesome reward. You'll find out what it is soon enough, Gabe. Also, none of you are keeping your defenses up. That is a degree. Or maybe it is a decree. At any rate, here's what Aunt Claire does. And hello there, stranger. Nice to see you here. That's 2 trash taken care of, 5 left. Percival's Paints, home of the Chroma Chameleon. A sprawling pile of refuse. Refuse or refuse? I kind of forgot what's the intonation of that one, but I suppose it serves its point. You can't afford travel? Drink yourself into oblivion with Whisk-Quiet Smoked Whiskey. Whisk-Quiet Smoked Whiskey. Vile. In a good way. You swear that you've seen this box somewhere before. Another one. I double majored in philosophy and drama. That's your mistake there, pal. Well, love a girl with a flamethrower. Especially a helpful girl with a flamethrower. Ah, look at you. This trash needs us constructive after-school activities, not death. Well, we're not the ones to decide that now, are we? Also, I'm overriding your buffs. Have fun with that. Hey, don't override my debuffs. You know what that means for you? That means death. I'll see you struck down for this. Time permitting, of course. Third-world people tend to be tall. Clearly, you've been misinformed in that regard. Hey, no healing there. You know what? Just for that. I'm debuffing you after that. What did I just tell you? Do you want to get scratched in the face for that? Because you will be. Here's me not paying attention. But this time... Unfortunate. Next time, you are going down. Same with you. I should have went for the one with 111 HP, but it works out. If you're wondering whether the combat is being dragged out a little bit, it is, but only so that we can farm the overkill buffs. They will go a long way towards making us all nice and happy. Especially Gabe. He needs those buffs. But I think we can throw Tycho a bone too. Especially since he's already missed one of his opportunities. Here we go. And we get us a new expendable item. Hot Toddy, a tragic waste of liquor. But I'm sure that was a bad liquor anyway. Now excuse me for a moment. Alright, back to it. Anything interesting in here? Or I suppose... Oh, gauze is always good. Overturned cardboard box. Trash with teeth! Trash with teeth! Yeah, we're doing something about it, don't you worry, pal. And here's our another secondary quest. A twitching, diminutive man is poking feverishly at a series of cardboard boxes. A small nameplate reads, Dr. Arnold P. Wimple, urinologist. Sir, if I could... No, I can't, I haven't, and I won't. I don't have time for you right now. This is a critical juncture. Good day. He seems completely absorbed in whatever he is doing. So after we turn in the other secondary quest, collectible in the cardboard house. Ah, right. Should be over there then. Yep, there it is. It's all in the reflexes, as they say. The tires of this vehicle are badly chewed. I think it's more than the tires. Many people don't know this, but a man can legally marry a wagon. I think some people know that. We call these people Ford users nowadays. Or I suppose that should be Toyota ones. But then again, what do I know? Nothing. I know absolutely nothing in those matters because I don't own a car. Maybe neither do you. And a poster by James. Yeah, I don't think I have gotten that one yet. So what we can do right now is to buff Gabe and let him go to town on that one. As soon as we soften it up a little more. And now, here's your time to shine, Gabe. I'm sure this will be a blast. And you stop buffing yourself, buddy. Otherwise, you're getting the weak sauce. And a face full of lead, as per usual. And some of this. And now we just wait whoever has his... Ah, we got him on the counterattack. And he glitched out a little bit. Ah well, happens to the best of us. New attack unlocked for us. Flourish. Same as before, but the targets are moving around. And of course do more damage. Now, which poster was that you were saying? Big loose carpets. The headline reads, "Eggplant looks like Lincoln." Wouldn't be the first time we encountered something like that. Or if you meant that poster, then I think I got it. Yeah. Giant robot wanted in connection with all the shit that has been going down. Witch be gone. Repel witches with our proven techniques. Now, where was that last bit of trash? I think it was by the shithole, but I cannot remember how we get there. Let's just make another circle. And we are supposed to be going in... You can hear the faint sounds of merrymaking inside. What was that again? The Bent Grove Arms actually extends through multiple buildings. Well, that's certainly a merrymaking. Oh, and of course, these robots here. Thank you for that. Have you complimentary fruit? You'll like it. Swear on my word. I suppose what we can do is buff Tycho up a little bit. And also start laying into you. Because your patience is run thin, but ours is the fury. I know, nobody likes to be shot at during sex, but them's the rules. Now let's see about my new attack. Goodbye. And we even got our orange back. How nice of them. What makes it Grandma's best tea? All the crushed beetles. Beneath the wanted poster is a Super Pie advertisement showing pastry fighting criminals. There's the shithole. Also another robot encounter. And hey there. I did notice you wrote me some time ago, but I haven't had the time to read the message just yet. Most likely I will after the stream, so thank you in advance. But I'll enjoy the show. Not quite, but should be good enough. Like that. Call me on Discord when you get a chance and we can talk. Will do. The last bits of trash are, yep, right there by the shithole. Hey, I'm not the one who came up with that name. I may be crazy, but I'm also insane. Nat 20, whoa. You know what, this calls for a special measure. And there we go. That's another overkill. No, not quite. Then fine, I suppose we'll have to deal with you. Not an impartial block will save you this time, buddy boy. And just because I can. Let's speed things up a little. After all, we don't have all day. Or rather, all night. Now, if you would kindly stop healing yourself, that'd be much appreciated. Bad hobo. And that should be enough to lay you to rest. Like that. And that's trash taken care of. We've managed the trash issue. Let us return and put our filthy friend at ease. And before that, let's restock our consumables. Big Lou's, sponsor of Mr. Bear's Hell Circus. There is no place on Earth where you can be entirely safe. Fair enough. Anderson's tar and soap is kind of a misnomer. This little coil is like an apartment complex for flies. As opposed to a Roach Motel, yes. Entirely different things. Trash is piling up, people. I hope you've got good news for me. I think we've got it cleaned up, so to speak. Well, I owe you folks. I'll tell you what, I got something special for you. Oh boy, oh boy. James Filth produces a red plastic coin to which bits of gristle still cling. This is a token for the Pelican Bay Boardwalk's redemption games. It smells like vinegar. Well, thanks. Yeah, I'm always finding great stuff in the trash. James produces a jar full of what appears to be human teeth. He then rattles the jar like a grizzly maraca. Wow, so those are... Wow, it's always good to have, you know, some teeth. Beauties, aren't they? You found all those teeth in the garbage? How could I not? Well, have fun with your big jar of human teeth. Oh man, how could I not? Now, however, we can go back to the hobo scientist and see what does he need. Or not yet, I suppose. First things we go to Anne Claire, because I think we have enough parts for an upgrade. And then we go back to Pelican Bay. Another successful expedition, I hope. I hardly know where to begin. You might be intrigued by our strange winding key. A winding key would indeed be strange. It would imply that beyond every other odd feature, this machine is spring-driven in some way. Quaint. Wouldn't they still need this thing? Why would they leave it around? Perhaps the key is only required during the activation phase? That, or perhaps it's no longer necessary. It may be that our mysterious inventor perfected a new power source. I have enough parts to upgrade now, and working magic. No magic, I'm afraid. That's my uncle's area of expertise. Hopefully, science will suffice. So, 55 parts. Do we want the rake upgrade, or do we want Tycho's gun? I think the gun is good enough as is, so rake it is. Is there anything you can do with this, rake? Yes, absolutely. I can make the mate take it to the street with the other garbage. I shall do my best. Slightly better rake. More powerful than your original rake, but, you know, still pretty much a rake. My standards are getting progressively lower. At this point, I would settle for relatively few lizards. It weighs heavy on my mind. This place seems nice. Does your family own another one? I shall ask when they return. I believe it will be next year. Not too soon, then. We'll see what else we can bring you. And before we forget, thank you, Anne Claire, for restocking this one. Back to Pelican Bay we go. The man before you draws himself up straight, simulating respectability. Curtis Swindle, reputable vendor, despite what you might have heard, or even directly experienced. Why won't you open the gate again? I forget. Well, you need a ticket. I don't sell them. If you could somehow find the ticket, which is probably impossible, then I could let you in. Maybe. And now I'm thinking we buy the gear. Well, I've got a token. Roll that gear out here. He places his left hand on the gear and then extends his right hand toward you, palm up. You place the semi-filthy coin within. Have fun with your whatever this thing is. He rolls out your new acquisition indifferently, returning to his strange little nest. What profane acts this thing has this gear been party to? He then places the small coin on his thumb and flipping it into the air, catches it in his mouth and begins to chew. Well, have fun with that one. I think it's time to leave. One last stop at Aunt Claire's, and then we go back to Hobo Alley. I think she'll appreciate the gear. This amazing Opticator is one of a kind. Is this a scientist? Probably. And there's another piece of concept art. Nothing happens. It must be a broken metallic box with lights and wires. Something in your mind revolts against this wicked box. A tangle of books, spare parts, and things you don't immediately recognize. A small label on this machine suggests that it can manipulate heavy time. As opposed to bullet time, I suppose. Welcome back. We did secure a rather large gear. Did you? And this gear is? It is down in the garage, ready to be raised with the crane. You have a crane? And Claire becomes the very picture of poise. Every young lady should have a crane. Our partnership really has been incredibly productive. Hopefully this gear and vast key will bear fruit. Indeed, child. Dark fruit. Yes, uncle. Is any of this stuff helping you at all? Oh, yes, of course. I apologize. I often live quite within my own head. I will continue my studies, certainly, to those depths which science may penetrate, but I am operating from a theory. What is the theory you're operating from? Taken as a whole, the evidence presents an alarming assertion: the corruption of a mechanical construct with forces beyond natural science. Malevolent beings may roost in ordinary machines. Indeed, there are many such cases. As I'm sure you know, my thesis, Uncle, so-called extra-natural possession is not something I can determine with a test tube. And yet... What's next? I will tell you that the bolt you brought earlier, the one wriggling with writing in no human language, did leap out the window. And even now it rolls to some nefarious purpose. Could it be that this small part hungers to be reunited with the whole? Were you able to ascertain its direction? Toward Hobo Alley, I believe, and seismic data corroborates a possible rendezvous, as preposterous as that might appear. I don't know how much more I can discern from bits and bobs. We need to obtain a prototype of the machine, the beautiful whole. You still think there's something to find in Hobo Alley? Its seismic readings certainly piqued my interest. Pelican Bay may also turn up a few surprises if you have the time. Alright, I'll see what else I can bring you. One roll for the luck. 14. Not too shabby. James Filth. There is a poet here, somewhere beneath the rancid butter and the other disgusting shit. Dr. Ernard P. Wimple. This old man, whose suit must have been very snappy 30 years ago, positively reeks of urine. Curtis Swindle. It seems like he could use medication of some kind. Perhaps many kinds. And Gerhard Kettle. This man is as sensitive and genuine as you are likely to meet, outside of the greeting card industry. There they are, skinny hobos. There is something off about this poor fellow. Resistant to versus punches, but low attack stat, weak versus firearms. We're not yet done with Hobo Alley. One more for the road. You know, fellas, I've got a little song I've been working on. It's a song about trash. It's an unorthodox topic. Perhaps there is an untapped market for this kind of material. Do you want to maybe, I don't know, hear it? I'm ready, James. Hit me. So? I felt it deep within. Gabriel begins to nod his head, clapping slowly. Definitely a heartfelt subject. Ah, but now we can speak to Dr. Wimple. He straightens his lapels as you approach. Of course, of course. You must be from the Academy. That's about the grant, yes? No, we're not really academicians. He seems almost destroyed by the news. Yes, I see. Dr. Wimple, that is to say, Dr. Ernard P. Wimple, at your service. I had rather hoped that you were an envoy of the old Academy. I have paperwork in for a research grant, you see, a grant my pressing work desperately requires. How long has your documentation been in, Dr. Wimple? I attended the OA myself. The place is a madhouse, and I mean that in the literal sense. 27 years. What exactly is your area of expertise, Doctor? You might have seen some of my experiments in this very neighborhood. Many of them are ongoing. I am a urinologist. I guess I'm not familiar with the field. I study the effects of urine on things. So, you pee on stuff. No, sir, I do not merely... Any layman might approach a suitable material and simply relieve oneself. There are very few who may say that they truly urinate. What is the ultimate goal of urinology? We, that is to say, I, believe that our robot will pee of its own free will during our lifetimes. This will be incredible. What would you even do with the grant? I've exhausted the scientific prospects of the local area, I'm afraid. You've peed? I mean, really peed? On everything here. At another time or another. At one time or another, yes. Many things more than once. My studies are quite rigorous. Congratulations, I guess. My proposal to the old Academy involved urinating directly on the Sin Wheel, Pelican Bay's infamous Ferris wheel. That is actually sort of awesome. Imagine someone peeing on something like that. Wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be important? Would it? Yes! Without the money, I've had to scale back my experiments somewhat. But if I could obtain via some means a 1/64th scale replica of the Sin Wheel, I believe that I could accurately model the effects of urine on the larger structure. I'm always keeping an eye out for that Ferris wheel of yours, Dr. Wimple. It looks like your lab is locked up. Yes, you're very observant. It is locked up, as you say, because of these cursed hobos and their hoboid excesses. They are everywhere, fouling my experiments with their excretions. Pardon me for asking, but I'm fascinated. You don't want them to pee on your pee? The whole thing is very complicated, and I wouldn't expect you to understand it. These tragic, diseased men stand in the path of science. What I need are deeply immoral men, or women, or some combination of the two, to make these damnable hobos urinate elsewhere. Perhaps in hell. Such men and women would be compensated, richly so. I'm in possession of certain... He looks up and down the street, furtively. Certain rare cards. Rare who? It's a scientist thing. The Nobel Pea Prize. What, you just want us to go kill some hobos? Goodness, no, no. And I never would. Kill the hobos. What do you need us to do again? It's really quite simple. I'm a scientist. Behind these gates is my laboratory. Vile hobos stand between, and in every other damned place. Those who choose to resolve this situation will find themselves heaped with exotic riches. Well, good luck on your pea search. Huh? Huh? Dr. Arnold P. Wimple purses his lips. Well, let's go kill some more hobos. That Wimple feller sent you your dead mate. I hate them outsiders. The feeling is mutual, pal. Hey, put you up to this? Not just he. That one hurt. I guess it really hurt our feelings. And that should be enough for another kill. And so is this one. Oh, we gotta kill a lot of them. I'm gonna hit you till daddy loves me. That's gonna take a while, pal. That's gonna take a while. If killing it you is wrong, then I don't want to be right. Interesting thesis. You, however, are not getting that attack up, I'm afraid. Goodbye. And there we go. We're getting there. And we'll encounter even more of them on our way to the shithole. Ooh. That's a good one. Also, tone down your damage a little bit. Nobody likes it. And knock it off. Honestly, I could stand to kill a few more hobos. You and me both, Gabe. You and me both. In Minecraft. Or in here, of course. I understand there's no cure out there for that hoboism. Unless you get a quarter to spare, of course. Beneath the hat, that is a picture of a super pie volunteering in a soup kitchen. But before we go into the shithole, I think we can go around a little bit more. Oh, it's a cemetery. This weird headstone is held together with chewed graham crackers. There is writing here in no language you recognize. Tycho shrugs. This old can must have been important to someone. It looks like someone tried to gnaw on this makeshift headstone. A small mouse approaches this memorial to pay respects. Ruined violin strings are woven throughout the memorial. This little monument is surprisingly moving. Which really is be gone. Or really do be gone, as it goes. Don't be too hasty, pal. No rush. And will however give me a little bit of a speed boost. goes there. And there we go. Soon we'll have all the meat you need, Gerhard. Pre-approved. It's them un-hobos. What is it, some kind of hobo supremacist in here? Have at you. Even Anne Claire didn't want to stick around for too long. Hey, if you could stop healing yourself, that'd be much appreciated. If not, I'm gonna have to deal with you the old-fashioned way. With bullets. That one hurt. And new attack on Gabe. Body barrage. More damage than unsporting contact, but of course we gotta press the space bar quicker. Only 3 hobos left, and I think I know where they should be. If we just... there they are. Let's test out our hot toddy. Here you go, pal. Hey! You stop that. Same applies to you. Now watch me one-shot this one. Or I suppose it's fairer to go for that one. Ooh, not quite. Still, you're cruising for a bruising, pal. And I'm happy to oblige. There we go, job well done. Arnold's hobo problem has been resolved. We should inform him of that. I'm sure he will appreciate that. Oh, hello! Hello! We have directed the hobos to seek greener pastures. Or, at any rate, less yellow ones. Indeed, indeed. Then payment is in order. Gather round, gather round. Arnold opens the park gate and then ushers you in. Arnold makes a great show of excavating his pockets. With obvious delight, and before you can recoil, he deposits a bizarre punch card. This odd little punch card has a monkey on it, for some reason. A crumpled ticket. This tattered ticket allows entry to Pelican Bay, New Arcadia's perverse boardwalk district. And a wad of lint onto your outstretched hand. This is some lint. What is this card about exactly? Yes, the promised card. Of course, my days beside the ring are long over. Not much good to non-scientists, I suppose. A curiosity at best. Arnold's mind seems to drift off into space and perhaps time. Perhaps I have said too much. Tell me about this awesome ticket you gave us. That ticket will grant one family access to the Pelican Bay Boardwalk. You don't need it? Sadly, I am no longer allowed in the venue. My attempts to research the Sin Whale have not been especially well received. This is lint? Yes, unfortunately. That was an accident. You may keep it, however. Hey, thanks for all that stuff. Arnold nods. The bookcase is full of urine-soaked books. Quills stand high on this bench, ready to shred an unsuspecting buttocks. This box, and indeed the entire area, seems to be steeped in urine. Quills stand high on this bench. Obviously an incredibly important experiment. You should leave it alone. And now, we can go to shithole. Oh, what now? Did everybody else see that? I saw that. If by that you mean those shining golden locks. Man, what is his regimen? I am not discussing his goddamn coiffure. I'm talking about his overall shifty demeanor and fashionable hobo tote. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's weird or whatever. We should follow this trail of dangerous, snarling hobos. More combat? I think so. One off, huh? Okay, now you're getting it. There's the other one. Man, what are these rolls? Tycho even got a one, for hell's sake. And you kill him? Almost. And let's speed up the process a little bit. I guess we should follow that guy into his disgusting shithole. We sure are. Man, what is it with these rolls lately? On the right side, we are as good as any. Rather, what am I even blabbing on about? Yeah, that's pretty glad. Oh. Let me just quickly check up on something. Yep, just as I thought then. Well, back to it. I think we'll have time for at least this final encounter for tonight. But it'll be a proper boss encounter. That slumlord always has a big sack with him, and the sax is mumbling. Come on, give me something good. There we go. Into the shithole we go. The headline reads, Eggplant Lincoln goes to Washington. Maybe no saving this one. Eggplant Lincoln runs for president. Huh? What do you want? Actually, I'm looking for an apartment. The slumlord seems to pause as though his brain is chewing. Yeah? Yes? You want to see him? If we could, yes, that would be great. Well, here he is. Keep an eye out. I heard a coyote down there the other night. Tycho and Gabriel share a quick glance. Coyote. In this landscape. Any giant robot sightings around these parts? Giant robots, eh? A bit of sweat forms on his humongous forehead. At least, you think it might be sweat. It looks thick, rich even, like chicken grease. Don't get a lot of them giant robots around. Why do you carry a huge sack of hobos? Why? Why got them in the sack? Right. It's so... novel. He's in the sack because my wheelbarrow broke. Now you done yapping? Thanks. We'll take a look. Go on, gate. Door number 1. Well... okay. Yeah. That's just the first one. I mean, they can't all have rats in them. Plus, rats are intensely loyal. That creature could end up being a friend for life. I had a friend who used to have a rat and, see? Rats are amazing. That story doesn't end well, actually. She got rat disease and died. Rat disease? I don't know, man. I'm not a fucking doctor. Let's try another door. These are awesome if you're, like, you know, cold. What can I say? Sometimes the voices I give don't match up with the face, but that's part of the charm. Anyway, door number 2. Ah, that's the coyote one. Alright, I know what you are thinking. What am I thinking? You're thinking, I don't want to live in a dangerous hellhole with an evil infected dog. Am I close? I wonder if this dog knows that rat. Like, the rat we saw. I wonder if they hang out. Truly a question for the ages. Next door. Door number 3. Now that one was a classic cultist apartment. What? No commentary this time? Hey, where did that slumlord guy go? The one with the big sack and all that beautiful hair. Maybe he went in this other door. See? I was right. He's just up there. Hey, slumlord! Gabriel waves. I just need to verify something real quick with you guys. Are we in a room full of glassy-eyed zombie hobos making robots? Let's close our eyes and then open them and maybe the hobos will be gone. It's a great idea and very scientific. Let's get them closed and when we open them back up again we'll take a good hard look. I think we'll find it largely hobo-free. Tycho squints hard and then opens his eyes. The hobos remain. This is what I was afraid of. Gabriel cracks his knuckles. Let's make some friends. And there's some spare parts for us to grab. Some random boxes here and there. That's how I missed all those parts back in the day. Oh, time to kill some robots. And hobos too. Whoever comes first, naturally. not the one I wanted you to attack, Gabe, but you do you. Oh yeah, he definitely is providing gainful factory employment. Too bad the benefits are kinda shit. Stop healing yourself. I'm putting an end to the self-healing practices. Go see a doctor. They even get an... What is an accessory over here? Ah, the health hits are the benefits package. Makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. We are, of course, losing the place, as we should be doing. And there's the printer that we'll need. Not liking the looks of this one. Yeah, was right, busy. Well, it might be easier just to show you. Especially after that. Get out of here. Very good. Any more spare parts we can loot? I do not think so. None that I can see at any rate. Make the place clean. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Oh, I missed one. What was it? Can't seem to see it. Well, so long as we don't approach the hobos there. And there's the prototype that we're gonna need but for the plot advancement, so... This large, durable-looking apparatus has a prominent plaque which reads Stampex 7 Industrial Beef Stamper. This intimidating chunk of equipment is surprisingly straightforward in its operation. A large slot adorns the front labeled Meat In. A single large button reads Stamp. Well, time to feed slabs of hobo meat into Stampex 7. You force hunk after hunk of moist hobo meat through the clanking device, until a deep pile of processed hoe beef lies steaming on the floor. Tycho leans over to pick one up. Across the otherwise featureless surface, the word delicious now figures prominently. I suppose that should be it. You hold one hand up in front of your face. Yeah! Gerhard may now be fooled by the meat's simulated authenticity. So where was that last pile of parts that I missed? Because once again I cannot seem to see it. Are you sure it was there? Robot Man told me what to do if folks come in here. He said never tell them about no Robot Man, and I ain't gonna. So I puts them hobos to work making these here deadly robots, angry robots, thirsty to kill. And I puts them hobos on hooks sometimes and lets them swing around. It's like some kind of ride for him, lets them unwind. None of these don't make me a bad guy. Actually, that is kind of the definition of bad guy. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Hey, you guys, let's hear him out. Who are we to judge? I mean, we're not, you know, judges. That's what I've been telling people. No, asshole, I was kidding. Let's fuck this guy up. Joel, damn it. Get him, boys, and don't let him touch the hair. Get over here. Good night, you two. Oh, you're gonna get it now? And that should be another achievement yet. Nine lives. Kill an enemy using T. Kemper's basic attack. That should be enough. If anything, the bleed will finish him off. Or no bleed. Now I suppose we can go for one final normal attack. And the final one. Or the counter attack will do him in. That works too. And one final piece of meat. These magnificent locks shine like spun gold. What? You took his hair? Look, I just did what everybody was thinking. I wasn't thinking that. Were you thinking that? Absolutely. I always shear my kills. Shear them? What? Are you gonna make a sweater? I think I just accepted that I was the crazy one around here. This is, in some ways, a relief. This is the best, most complete model of the device you've seen. It smolders with steel lust. On switch. This is a fairly standard mechanical activator. It would probably work on anything. Still not seeing where that last robot part could be. The meat stamper is broken. It will never stamp meat again. Ah, there it is. Just needed to walk out a little farther away. Well, with that we can get out of this shithole. And on that note, I think we can save it for tonight. I missed playing this game. I honestly did. Brings back good memories. But, as I was saying, that would be it for tonight. Thank you for sticking around. Hopefully you'll make it on other streams, particularly on Tuesday, but that remains to be seen. Until that time, thank you, and I'll see you again next time.